Hi, my petals. It's me, dear Rose.
I want to know why. Down to the questions. What about the stuff that you said? Having sex like they normally have it. He ain't put it down like you said this, and I don't feel like we should have said that. Love and Marriage Huntsville got on and on fire. I don't bit more believe that than a man on the moon.
Guys, got a hot show tonight.
Of course it went off.
Hello, my petals. It's me, Dear Rose, back with another video. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Dear Rose, bringing you plus size tea, piping hot. All my information will be down in the description box below, along with my Fair Axe clause. Welcome back, guys. I want to wish you all a happy Easter, or happy Resurrection Sunday, however you celebrate. I hope you're able to spend time with your family and enjoy the festivities of the day, the death and resurrection of our dear Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Okay, so moving on to some housekeeping. Again, all my information will be down in the description box below. If you like my content, please like, subscribe, and share. Leave a comment. If you like it, leave a thumbs up, thumbs down. I appreciate you all for your love that you've been showing me. I'm not able to post more than once or twice a week because I am still working a full-time job. I'm not yet monetized, okay? But I hope to be so in the near future. So I do appreciate for those of you that do tune in. Thank you. I'm almost up to 2,000 subscribers, and I really, really appreciate you guys for when you do have the time to tune in. For those of you that like my content. Also, I want to try to start back going live soon. I do have StreamYard, so I do need to utilize that tool as well. I'm going to try to revamp my channel. I have some new stuff coming out soon. So sometime this week, you'll see my channel looks a little different. So with the help of some of the other content creators that do logos and things like that, I have tried to, step my game up a little bit. Okay, guys? But anyway, I do want to thank you all for tuning in, and thank you for listening to me, okay? All right, so let's get back to the thumbnail. I wanted to tell you a little bit more about the Thorntons. I am from North Carolina myself, as well as Gordon is. And if you hear Mia talk often, she speaks about Charlotte and that they lived here and things like that. So I try to dig up a little bit of more information on Gordon to see if I can find out some more about him so we can get to know him now that they're, in the throes of their divorce or whatever. We really didn't hear much about his background, so let me see if I can pull a little bit more into the story and make it a little bit more interesting. Okay, so we do know that Gordon has been quite a splash on the Real Housewives of Potomac, and not necessarily in the best way. Okay, Gordon's recent behavior has viewers up in arms, but in all fairness, it's too early to judge Mia Thornton's husband since we wait a minute, I'm sorry. Since what we know so far is that Gordon is a successful entrepreneur and that he's married to Mia Thornton, one of the newest housewives, okay? We've seen more of Gordon in the past 2 episodes of Potomac as the cast embarked on their second cast trip of the season. However, there's a lot more to Gordon than what may have ever been revealed on the show. But don't worry about it, guys. I don't try to give you much of it about him as I have found, okay? So, I do know that he's 69-year-old, and he started his career long before he met Mia. And he is a native of North Carolina, and he kicked off his career as a franchise owner of multiple McDonald's franchises in 1993. Okay? So that's how he started off his career, by investing in multiple McDonald's franchises. Gordon branched out, and in 2011, he became a multi-unit franchise owner with Massage Envy, for those of you that may know about Massage Envy franchises. Meanwhile, in 2012 marked the end of his run operating the McDonald's franchise, but the same year, he became the CEO of Giselle Executive Management, doing business as The Joint Chiropractic, okay? Him and his brother Marvin. All right, the business allowed Gordon the ability to own a business that provided an affordable, convenient, and accessible way for people to heal from back and neck pain, okay? So that's those joint chiropractors that you used to see on the show that Mia would take you to and things like that, okay? So Gordon's brother Marvin Thornton also joined him in the venture, and they currently own 8 clinics in Washington, D.C. and surrounding areas. Furthermore, Gordon, his wife Mia Thornton, and his brother Marvin are regional developers for the Washington, D.C. and Maryland franchises. Now, we all know by now, this season at the end of last season, that Gordon's brothers voted him out from the board. Okay, so we do know that. So this is old publication stating that when they were in the goods with the joint chiropractic and the family. Okay, so the Thorntons have become one of the most successful franchise owners, the Joint Chiropractic Network, and are set to develop up to 30 clinics in the Maryland and D.C. area over the next few years. Now, if you were watching the last episode of the Potomac Housewives tonight, you will hear Mia tell Gordon that she did not want him to sue his brothers, and that he was mishandling funds, and he was going to strip clubs, and he was being reckless and things like that. Okay, now I know, and if you watch the episode, if not, go back and watch it, and you can hear her talk about she did not agree with him suing his brothers over their joint venture and things like that. She said she did not think it was right, and she thought that it was kind of merited because of Gordon's behavior. So in the last episode, we heard a little bit about that he may have had some prostate troubles and things like that, and that's why he had allowed Mia to have a hall pass to be intimate with someone as long as the guy was respectful to him and the children, and that Mia would not bring him around the children. Well, of course, we know that Ink, which I'm going to get into him in a little bit while later on in the show, that Ink, someone from her past, that he recently did an interview with Carlos King, was the person that she chose to, share her bed with, to be intimate with and things like that. But that's another story with them as well. Okay. So, and he said because of his issues with his prostate and things like that, he said his stuff wasn't working. He was honest. Said it wasn't working down there, and he knew that she's younger than he is by far, so he knew that she would be lonesome and need affection and things like that. So he allowed her a hall pass to go out and be emotional, having emotional, things, and probably sexual as well. Okay, let's be honest with it. So anyway, I'm thinking that the reason why he became, this is just my opinion, that Gordon began to go back to the strip clubs. He began to throw away money. He probably was buying lavish gifts for some of the strippers and things like that. Learned behavior, same behavior he did when he met Mia. Okay, it's because when men either want to sow their wild oats or they're feeling that their age is creeping upon them, they want to feel young again. They want to feel valuable. They want to know that they're important, and they compensate for, their sexual prowess or whatever. So they throw their money around, especially older men. They buy sugar babies. Okay, so Gordon probably out there don't have him another sugar baby, and these sugar babies these days, honey, they don't. Okay, they want more than just their nails and their feet done and a fake Michael Kors pocketbook. They want more than that now. Okay, they want more than a fake Michael Kors pocket bag and their nails and their feet done. Okay, so she said that Gordon had became reckless, and she said she was giving him money, but he was trying to call her a gold digger and stuff like that. But we hit below the belt when we're upset with one another, especially divorce. Divorces are nasty. Okay. Now, Mia did not handle this the correct way. We know that she did not. She could have did better. She was a little sloppy with it, but he gave her permission. So, but we're going to let this play out so we can find out what's going on. So anyway, getting back to the story. So, it was set for them to open 30 more, joint chiropractic franchises. Okay. They were set to do that, but we all know that, like I said, the last season or two, Gordon's brother voted him out, and because he was being careless and reckless with the money. All right. And Mia did not want him to sue them. So they must have offered him like a severance or offered him a buyout, and he got upset, his ego or whatever, and he didn't want that. So Mia took the blow, she with the blow along with him. That's her husband. They had to downsize. They downsized. You can see where they live now, and things like that at the time. Now, I think they both live separately now, but okay. So anyway, as for Mia and Gordon, they tied the knot in 2012. Now, let me stop right here and add in a little bit more history. It is true that Gordon was married. He was married prior to Mia. He was married to a lady named Deborah Poole. They were married in the 80s, and it is alleged that they have 2 children, Deborah and Brian. Now, I don't know. From my understanding, Deborah may be Gordon's child with Deborah, and Brian may be with her second relationship. I'm not sure. But it is said that Gordon was married to a lady named Deborah Poole. They were married for years. They were married when he met Mia. And that, was she the cause of their divorce? I cannot say allegedly that she was the reason why they divorced. But, of course, guys, use your imagination, okay? I don't know the facts of that, but I do know that he was married at the time. His wife, Deborah. They allegedly have 2 children together. I don't know if they're all Gordon's children or for previous relationships or whatever, but there is a son and there is a daughter, okay? Now, back to the story. Now, Mia and Gordon, they tied the knot in 2012. They have been married for 9 years, and they have 2 children together. A son named Jeremiah Carter and a daughter, Juliana, who they call Juju Gordon. And it's also the stepdad to Mia's son, Joshua, but that's from a previous relationship, okay? Now, Gordon's career moves have garnered him a nice fortune over the years. And it's no wonder that Mia continues to brag about her wealth on the show, because the Real Housewives of Potomac star's husband is reportedly worth $100 million. Now, that's what he was worth 2 seasons ago, or a season and a half ago, before the brothers removed him from the board of the joint chiropractors, okay, because he's no longer with them anymore, okay, and from my understanding, Gordon is suing the brothers. They may have settled by now, I'm not sure. But Gordon is suing his brothers for wrongfully taking him from the board and, getting him from the business and things like that. Okay. Now, from what Mia said in the last couple of episodes is that Gordon was very depressed during this time. She said he sat on a couch for 2 months and didn't do anything. And she said it hurt her to see him that way, because Gordon is a businessman. He's a go-getter. Even though he's in his early 70s, she wasn't used to him being depressed and things like that. And I guess that bothered her. And she said the arguments and things like that, she did not want to raise her children in that type of household, because we all know that Mia comes from, humble beginnings herself, and kind of a toxic family, and she didn't want that for her children, and I don't blame her. So she said that's why she sought for a divorce. And she said during the time that she was trying to get, she had hired her divorce lawyer, Gordon went into her account and took all her money out because he tried to control her. Okay? And thank God for the Housewives of Potomac, because now she has her own means. She has her own money, because she's ending up taking care of Gordon. But of course she said on the show, but you're calling me a gold digger though, but I'm giving you money. And you steady going to the strip clubs and stuff. Okay then. All right, moving on. Okay. So Mia has accumulated her own net worth. She's worth about $5 million now that she's with the franchise. Okay. And it's due to her own savage business dealings. She has invested her money. So she is worth about $5 million now herself. Now, as for Gordon, the entrepreneur has accumulated his wealth from the early days of investing in franchises to his current involvement in the lucrative health and wellness business. And with plans to develop even more clinics in the next few years, there's no doubt that the Gordon's network will continue to increase. Okay. So that's that for Gordon's background, a little bit that I know about him, that he was previously married to a lady named Deborah. They allegedly have 2 children, Deborah and Brian. Who's and who's what child, I don't know. That's all alleged. There's not really much about her. And that's a little bit that I do know about Gordon. Also, we do know by now, since the show has aired, that they are separated. Divorce is finalizing if it has not been already finalized. And we also know that she's been seeing ink. If you have not seen that, if you want to know a little bit more about their background, if you have not seen that, Carlos King did an interview with the guy. That's when we should have known that it was going to be the end. I was wondering why Potomac saved that for the last, but I guess they had to do this house cleaning with Candace and Robin, because we all know that Robin was let go allegedly, and then Candace allegedly said she resigned. But I think that she was fired. I don't think they was going to pull her back because she didn't have a storyline for the last 2 years. Okay, she didn't have no storyline. She tried to use that. She tried to play that colorism thing out as long as she could, which I feel sorry for Candace. So she did feel some form of colorism from the castmates. You know, I sympathize with her. You know, we as black women have been through colorism, racism, and all kinds of, you know, mistreatment, you know, as black women, okay? And I do sympathize or empathize with her about that. But for 2 years, that was your storyline. Her husband wasn't filming with her. Her mother wasn't even filming with her, which brought her a very good storyline, her mother. And so I think it was time for Candace to take a step down if that's what truly happened, because she did not have a storyline, and Robin refused to make her marriage a storyline, which would have been very well. But I guess she's like heavenly. She's at no expense, so she's going to allow us to tear her marriage apart. Okay, she has 2 sons that are of age. Now they're teenage boys, and I guess one was like, you know, but my wish for Robin is that she, you know what, Robin, if you love it, I like it. If you love it, I like it, boo. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so peace be with you, love and light. All right, moving back to Mia and Gordon. So we're going to watch this play out, guys. We're going to watch this play out. She's with Ink. What little bit of information could I get on Ink? Let's see, guys. I did get a little bit about him. Let me see here if I can pull up what I did find out about him. Let's see here. We're going to watch this play out. From what I heard her say tonight on the reunion is that she lives in Washington, D.C. now, and she has a townhouse. She said it's although small, it's hers. So she said it's the happiest she's ever been. She said that G currently lives in Charlotte now, but he is supposed to be moving back to Washington and going to move across from her. So I guess so they can, you know, have time with the children. Okay. So let's see if we can find out a little bit about Ink, and then I can close this out for you guys. I don't want to hold you long. It says, Bravo TV, who is Mia Thornton dating? All about her boyfriend Cognito. We do know that. Let's see if we can find out a little bit more. Oh my God. So she's made it official with the guy named Incognito, which they call Ink. Okay. I know he did do the interview with, Carlos King, so if you want to hear his side of the story. Okay, more details revealed about Mia Thornton's new boyfriend, Incognito. When Mia Thornton of the Real Housewives of Potomac decided to launch her new beau on Instagram on New Year's Eve past, no one knew much about him other than they went way back. They went to high school together, and one could say he was incognito at that point. It was later revealed that the mystery man was the host of the Posted on the Corner radio show, and his name's actually Incognito, but they call him Ink. Apparently, Mia and Incognito have known each other for a long time. From understanding from Mia, they went to high school together. Okay, even dating in high school. Now that the cat has sashayed out of the bag, a source shared a few more details about Mia and Ink's relationship. Okay, so. On Sunday, Mia, who's still pretty freshly separated from her estranged husband, Gordon Thornton, shared that Incognito lifting her into, she shared a photo of Cognito lifting her into the car, and the pic went viral, okay? Sporting what looked like an engagement ring. He captured it, "Today is special," okay? And it's been 2 decades since we celebrated my birthday together. If only the world could see how we brought it in. Lots of laughs. Cheers to our happily ever after. Because, honey, he was like, he got his woman after all this time. Honey, he said life is a 360 because he said he lost her due to his career. He wanted to, he didn't want to lose his radio career, whatever. She said she didn't want to leave her job. She was in college. So now they are back together. And I guess we will hear more and more about Incognito and their relationship. Said it looks like their affection will soon become even more public, according to a source familiar with the couple. Mia is slowly integrating Ink into her circle. However, the other Real House of Potomac ladies haven't met him just yet. The ladies from the show haven't had the chance to meet him yet. Recently, she took him to a wedding in Mexico and introduced him to everyone as her boyfriend. They are known each other for quite some time. Now, only time will tell if Cognito ends up making an appearance on The Real Housewives of Potomac next season, but I'd say the odds are good. A fresh relationship on the heels of a messy separation is a classic time-tested housewife storyline, which is true. The Real Housewives of Potomac continues, and of course we know tonight was the first night of the reunion, okay, part 1. So guys, it's hot and heavy with Mia right now. Mia is that girl, all right? Her and her husband are freshly and newly divorced. She says she's having a time of her life. She's very happy right now. And let's see how it goes from here. I only wish Gordon the best. I hope his health is better. I know that he's going to be a good father to the 2 children the best that he can. And we just have to wait and see, guys. So that's all I have tonight on Mia and Gordon. If you like my content, again, please like, subscribe, share, leave a thumbs up, thumbs down. And I really appreciate you all. That's all for tonight. Happy Easter. Smooches.